everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Transformers City Series Deluxe Class Constructicon Scavenger. Possibly the worst Constructicon Hasbro has produced, but still a very necessary and vital piece for Devastator. So without further ado, let's get started with why I dislike and I like the figure. Starting off for the packaging. The packaging looks really cool. We get a really nice artwork of Scavenger in his robot mode and his excavator mode. Here's a continuation of the same shot right here. We have the Autobot logo, Transformers Studio Series, Transformers the movie, Deluxe Class Scavenger. Here we have a nice picture of Devastator. Here we have some product shots of Scavenger in both robot and vehicle form. His little bio says Scavenger combines with the other Constructicons to form Devastator. Very interesting. The bios are very, very short. And here's the bottom of the words that say made in Vietnam, and the top is just the movie and the name. So without further ado, let's take a look at the figure. So here's the figure. The figure looks really, really cool, looks decent. I do have some problems with this figure. For one, I do not like the articulation and how skinny this figure looks. I just feel like it's a little too skinny in my personal opinion. But I feel like Hasbro did the best they could at the moment with this figure. But other than that, this figure is really cool. As far as the nice details he does have, mostly around the chest region, he does have this whole area painted in silver. And he does have the Decepticon insignia right there. His mouthpiece is painted in silver with red on the eyes, matte black at the top for the head. The entire legs are sculpted in purple while the rest of the body is sculpted in green. He does have interior sculpt detail on the legs, which look really, really cool. He does have outward details on the legs as well as silver painted. He does have the arm right here for the excavator mode. He has 2 points for articulation, one here, and one right here as well. I personally like using this as a third arm for this guy to use when fighting the Autobots. This looks really, really cool with the third arm right here. As far as articulation goes, this articulation is pretty decent. He does have a hinge joint at the arm, mostly due to transformation. Has a ball joint at the entire arm, so he can move it all the way around. Ball joint at the elbow, he can move that around. He does not have any wrist articulation at all or waist articulation, which is such a shame. I could see why they didn't do waist articulation, but at the same time, I feel like they could have done it, and it was just on Hasbro's part being a little bit lazy with this figure. He does have thigh rotation on mushroom pegs. He has 90-degree bend at the knee, so you can see it right there, 90-degree bend, thigh rotation at the mushroom, and he does have a hinge joint at the leg. Some of this is used for transformation. So overall, yeah, this guy's articulation is really, really decent. I really wish there would have been waist articulation, but other than that, I feel like it's okay. It does come with one accessory, being this little pistol with, I think, like the ammos here on the side. Looks kind of cool, really interesting, and you just attach on any of the 5mm ports on any of your Transformers. Starting off the comparisons, first, let's bring in our Deluxe Class Bone Crusher. And I honestly thought Bone Crusher and Scrapper were going to be the same mold, but I'm so glad they are different molds. But I really wish they would have copied some of the engineering on Bone Crusher and applied it to Scrapper, specifically where the waist articulation is concerned. But other than that, it's a pretty decent scale. Here we have Scrapper next to Scavenger, and I feel like the scale is accurate as well. And finally, here we have Hook and Long Haul. I just need Mixmaster, and then all of our 86 Constructicons will be complete. So right before we begin the transformation, I will guide you through this transformation, and it's very, very simple. So the first step, as you can see on this arm, we are going to put the hand inside the forearm like so, just have it like this. Then we are just going to bring it down slightly and just have it like this just for now. Then we're going to focus on our feet, straighten the feet, and then close the legs here at the bottom. Once you have done that, you're going to turn your attention toward the chest, untap this region right here. This will allow clearance to open this piece up and push the head down, and then you close this piece like so. Then you're going to turn your attention to the excavator arm, and then you are just simply going to rotate this up, rotate this, then you are going to tap this piece in onto the side of the rear end of the vehicle mode, just like so. Do the same process over here, so tap this in, and then tap that in right there, just very simple. Then you're going to focus here on the legs, move the legs upward, they fall into that big slot. Then you're going to do the same process on this side, they fall into that big slot, and these tiny little tabs will connect into the tiny little slots. And there you have Scavenger in his excavator mode. And it's very, very simple. You can do it in less than a minute, and I really do like how simple this is to transform, and it's very, very small, which I personally don't really mind, but I do feel like he's a little bit small. Unfortunately, there's no rolling wheels, but anyways, we only bought this to complete Devastator either way. but I really wish they would have put wheels. I mean, they had more than enough budget for that. But anyways, the excavator mode looks really cool. We get some nice details on the sides that weren't really visible in Robo mode, such as some details here on the excavator arm, as well as the side of the vehicle and the back of the vehicle as well. We could as well see it on the cockpit as well. We can really see it in Robo mode, and I really do like that we do get a small Decepticon logo right there. So yeah, that's pretty much it, how you transform this guy into his excavator mode. It's very simple and it's very fun to do. Now for some comparisons, first let's bring in our Studio Series 86 Bone Crusher. And Bone Crusher to Scavenger, I feel like the scale, they're pretty much the same in width. As far as height, obviously Scavenger is a little bit taller than Bone Crusher, but that just gives you a sense of scale. Moving on, here we have Scrapper, so something similar to Scrapper and Bone Crusher. We can see that Scavenger, on this case, is taller, and then the width is pretty much the same, and the size of these are pretty much the same as well. Moving along, here we bring in Long Haul. Long Haul is obviously bigger than this guy, taller than this guy, and wider than this guy. The excavator hands does help with Scavenger's height, but other than that, Long Haul is pretty much the bigger character. Then we move on to Hook, and here we can see Hook is in fact much longer than Scavenger, and if you want to count the Hook, he could extend way more taller than Scavenger. But yeah, that's pretty much the scale between Scavenger and the remaining constructions on this I do have. I just need Mixmaster, which I will purchase in about a few days from now. So stay tuned for that. Now, how to turn this guy into his Devastator component. So the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to remove the accessory, then you're going to tuck this piece inside. Then you're going to deattach the legs, just how we did when we transformed him. Deattach these, then bring this piece downward like so. This acts as the base of the arm. Right here, we're going to pull down this, and then pull this, and then just attach this tiny little thing onto the foot, into that little slot. I'm not so sure if you can really see it, but just try to attach it right there, like so. Then after that, turn your attention on this, push this little thing down, then rotate this around like so. Then when you have that, just rotate it like this, and there you have Devastator's, I believe, his right arm on our left side complete. And all you have to do is just attach Devastator's handpiece right here. I will not attach it right here, I'll save that for the main video. But yeah, this is how he transforms into his component, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Even these little tabs here are going to attach onto the little piece on Hook and Long Haul that commands your 2-pack. They're going to attach right here, and then the hand attaches right here, and this forms Devastator's hand. Overall, yeah, really simple and cool transformation. So that about concludes my Transformers Studio Series 86 Scavenger review. Honestly, this figure is about a 6 or 7 out of 10, and no, I did not try to make a 6-7 joke. I personally think that this figure is a decent figure nonetheless. I do feel like it could have been better. So far, the only thing that I dislike about this figure that could have been better was the details and the waist swivel. It could have had a waist swivel. I honestly don't see why Hasbro couldn't include one in this figure, because the only thing it would compromise would be the vehicle mode, and even then the vehicle mode wouldn't be that crazy. They would just have to make a slit on the vehicle mode, and that would be it. But anyways, I feel like Hasbro saw something we didn't see, and that's why he doesn't have a waist swivel. Overall, I feel like the figure's a decent figure. By itself, it's not really that great, but since we have it for the purpose to combine with the other Constructicons to form Devastator, I feel like it's an okay figure. My personal likes about this figure would be probably the chest region. The head sculpt looks really cool, and some of the sculpting detail that we get on the figure looks pretty decent. I wish this figure would have had more paint and different articulation, as I said earlier. But other than that, I feel like the figure is a solid 6 to 7 out of 10. Now, personally, I really did have high hopes for this figure, but when I got it out of the box, I was kind of let down. But personally, I don't really mind because I'm building Devastator. But anyways, that about concludes my video. Tell me what you thought of the video. Tell me what you thought of the figure. Are you going to get him? Do you have him? Or are you planning to get him? Thank you so much for watching, and until my next review, I'll see you then. Transform and roll out.